Hey guys, I don't smoke cigars very often, but when I do, I want to smoke a really good one. Now, one of my favorites is a Stillwell, and Thor uh, gave me a Stillwell cigar back in the fall, I think it was, and it was so good. I was like, "Whoa, what is this?" And I looked it up, and it's made with pipe tobacco, which is probably why I love it. And so I started smoking some Stillwell cigars, and they make several different varieties. And I think I've tried just about all the different Stillwells. I really like the Navy by Stillwell is a great one. Also, they're aromatic, but um, I don't really smoke them often. I don't want to become a smoker. But whenever I'm outdoors, if I'm at a carry the fire or a start the fire, or I'm camping or hiking or fly fishing or right after a deer hunt, I love to light up a cigar. So I don't want them often, but when I have one, it better be a good one. Think about how this concept of quality over quantity plays into other areas of your life. Here's an extreme example with women. I don't want to have a lot of them. I don't want to love a lot of women. I want to love one with all of my heart. That is quality over quantity. A lot of men are chasing quantity in their life, quantity of drinks, smokes, cars, hobbies, women, all kinds of things. We go off course. We go off the rails. We destroy our lives very often when we go for quantity. Think about with food. If you are eating too much food, that's quantity. It's better to eat a little bit, but make it good quality. So I want to apply this when it comes to what you're doing for God. Think about what all are you doing that might be serving in your local church or being involved in different ministries. I want you to think through that lens of quality versus quantity when it comes to that. Because often we get it. We get the whole quality over quantity in every other area. But then when it comes to our involvement in ministry, the things we do for the kingdom of God, sometimes we forget that principle and we mistakenly go for just quantity of things. That can look like all different things to different guys. But I was talking with a guy just this week who was saying to me, I do so much at my church. I am so involved. I was there helping paint. I lead a group. I serve on this team. I serve on this program. This guy was all over the place with quantity, a lot of involvement. We would say in the Air Force, a lot of thrust, no vector. It's like a shotgun versus a rifle. So I would encourage you guys, don't spread yourself thin, making a tiny impact in a dozen different areas. Don't go for quantity of service and involvement. The examples to us in the New Testament, Paul, James, Peter, these men, they were not an inch deep and a mile wide. No, these men were like rifles. They were focused. They picked one area and they went all in deep, making a difference with the quality of their service in that ministry. Guys, I would encourage you to do the same thing. Don't be spread out, leading 4 different groups, involved in 3 others, and on 2 teams. Pick something and do it with all your heart. Like Colossians 3:23, the license plate on my truck says, whatever you do, do it heartily as unto the Lord and not unto men. Well, you can only do 1 or 2 things heartily. You can't do things heartily at the same time. You cannot do 2 things heartily at the same time. You can't give it your whole heart if you're giving your whole heart to something different. You'll be spread too thin, making no real difference anywhere because you're trying to make a difference everywhere. So, man, I want you to think about going for quality of what you do. Pick one ministry that has your heart and go all in on it. Okay. Just the same way we would apply this to women we love. You don't want to have more than one of them. You want to give your whole heart to one. Just like we would apply it to food or hobbies, or yes, even cigars. Go for quality over quantity. And of course, I am biased towards the ministry that has my heart, and that's Men's Alliance, where you have the absolute opportunity to lead at any level. We just had our Carry the Fire FTX just over a week ago now. And the win for me, the big win, was seeing other men lead it. It was the least I've ever done at an FTX. I sat back and watched while another man led one event and another man was leading another event at the same time. And then two other leaders came in and led different events. Men were stepping up to lead because they have gone for quality. And these are men that they might not be involved in a whole bunch of different ministries. They're heavily involved in one, and they're making a tremendous difference. They're like a rifle, not a shotgun. I want to encourage you guys to approach your ministry the same way, whether it's Men's Alliance or something else. Give it your whole heart. Make a huge difference in one area instead of trying to make a small difference in several. Now, I'm about to go grab one of those Stillwell cigars and work on Men's Alliance. You guys have a great week.